So, in addition to being in Newnan for 30 years, tonight is also the celebration of the release of my first record I ever made, my own. Got to play on lots of other people's records. I've never done one on my own, and here it is, right here. Look. And each of you can leave here tonight with at least one or more of these. So, if whatever you don't take home with you, I have to take home with me. So, I made some notes. Let's see. I should thank people before I forget. First of all, like Steve Maple said, I should thank Nikki for sure, because she's put up with me moan and groan and, you know, about doing everything that I do and all that, and she's a sweetheart and supportive and understands me and respects what I do and supports that, and I'm very, very lucky to have found her and tricked her into that. She, of course, is the owner of the veterinarian at Moreland Animal Hospital. All of you with dogs and cats that couldn't do better. Visit Moreland Animal Hospital for all of your veterinarian needs. Also specializing in acupuncture and pet magnoid and massage. Mark Whitlock from CEC. Who allowed all these kids to come and do all the hard work so I didn't have to, which is tremendous. And let's thank all of the CEC kids who are here. They volunteered to do this. They've been here since 1 o'clock today and are just have exceeded my expectations for what I needed from them. I told them, I said, I'll have more than enough to do just to try to play and speak coherently, and if I cannot do anything else, like plug stuff in, and they've been great, so thank y'all for that. Mark Whitlock, thank you for letting them be here and for employing me. I teach at CEC along with my colleague Pat Patton. When Dr. Lynn Schidbeck retired, it took 2 men to take over for her and 2 whole people to take over for that little lady. So thank you, Lynn, for encouraging me for so many things to do now. Zach and Sarah, how about that? Zach Whitley and Sarah Greer. Awesome. SarahGreer.com, Zach Whitley at Facebook. SarahGreer.com, Zach Whitley at Facebook. How about Phil Skipper and Chris Burrows playing drums and bass with me? Phil was in the Michelle Malone Drag the River band back when they stole our drummer, and I started playing with them 2 years ago. They did a reunion gig, and everybody came back, but the guitar player who didn't want to come back, and Billy, the drummer, and I are still buddies, and he said, let's get Doug. And so I went back, and at some point I told them the story of Billy, you know, them stealing Billy and begging him to come and play. They said, no, he came to our gig and insisted that we needed him. So 30 years later, the truth comes out. Okay, let's see, JB over here. JB, step out here. John Brown from Brown's Guitar Mail up at the corner. Taking care of all the guitars and amps and making everything sound good, so he's a jewel, we're lucky to have him. And all the musicology teachers and everybody that work so hard over there and having that opportunity to teach everybody. Thank y'all for being here too. Oh yeah, my very first band would have been with my cousin Michael. Where is he? Is he still at Meet and Greet? Oh, he found it. Okay. Yeah, so my cousin Michael was here when we were in 7th grade. We had our very first band and played in his living room for our moms and his dad. And I remember he started singing after the solo on Sweet Home Alabama, and I wasn't done yet. I was like, I got nowhere to go because I wasn't playing it correctly. So, Michael, thank you for putting up with that all those years ago. And all of you guys for paying my way for 30 years. Yeah, thank you, Newnan, for that. And then I should probably say, even earlier than Michael, my first musical influence, we weren't in a band together, but we were in a house together. My big brother Bill, sitting down here, thankfully, listened to cool music like the Beatles and Stones and Beach Boys and stuff, and I grew up listening to that. So thank you for not playing terrible music when I was too young to see. I'll stop talking. So this is the song. This is the first song on the album Roots and Boughs. The whole idea behind the album, last summer Michelle Malone and I were on the road, and Paolo from Southern Art Dance Studio had contacted me before we left and said, would you like to do the music and maybe have some of your students play for a Dracula performance, a dance performance I'm going to do? I said, sure. So we're on the road, and we had a day off, and I thought, man, I've got to start working on Dracula music, because, you know. So I woke up one morning and rolled over and got this guitar out and started trying to make up some appropriately Dracula-esque music. And one of the things I came up with was this really pretty minor key waltz. And so a little while later, Michelle came in from her room and she said, what is that? And I said, oh, this is Dracula, blah, 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 blah. She goes, that's beautiful, you should record that. And do you have other stuff? And I said, yeah, I got, I noodle all the time. She goes, you should make a record of that and then you can open for us. So here we are with that. So in the beginning of February, Nikki and I were at a horse show. And I had taken a guitar because I decided February was when I was going to record the record. And I took a guitar because if you're a horse show boyfriend or husband, you have a lot of downtime. So at one point on the Saturday afternoon, I was sitting in her truck with the guitar, and I tuned it to this, which is not regular. And thought, well, wonder if I can come up with something in this weird tuning. And I did. And I came up with this chord. And I thought, I love that immediately. And so I sat there and noodled around. A little while later, she went to do her ride. And she was warming up. And I was in position around the arena, ready to film her ride. And I looked and saw her horse galloping past me, flying by with nobody on it. I thought, that's probably not good. And I looked, and she was laying on the ground and not moving. I thought, whoa. And so I started galloping that way. Anyway, so it turned out she was hurt pretty bad, but in true fashion, she got the horse and got on him and rode a ride anyway, because that's what horse girls do. The next day we got home, and she was in pretty bad shape, and finally got home situated about 8 or 9 o'clock that night. My mom's retirement home called, which was out of the ordinary, and they said, your mom's on the way to the emergency room. I thought, oh. I said, okay, I'm on my way. So I head to Emory, and I get there, and she's in bad shape. And she stays in the hospital for a week. And we think she's coming home, we don't know, my brother comes, family comes, Nikki comes. And so the next Monday, a week later, I've been with her all weekend, and my sister-in-law Lisa had been there, and Bill, my brother, was coming in that morning. So I went home. It was President's Day, so I had a day off, and I just had this sense that I was supposed to continue working on songs for this record, not to the exclusion of seeing my mom, but I should also do that. So I called Bill, and he said, I'll go to the hospital this morning. I said, well, I can come later. And he got there and said, she's asleep, she's not woken up. And at lunchtime, he said, she's not still asleep. So I just had this sense, I'm like, I should go. I shouldn't be sitting here. I should go up there. And he said, she's asleep. Just don't bother. You've been here all weekend. And I had this compulsion that I was supposed to stay home and work on songs, which was weird. And at one point in the afternoon, it was beautiful, clear, blue sky day. I walked out in the yard, and this hawk, huge hawk, circles overhead, which is kind of out of the ordinary. Lone hawk up there just going around. And I just had this, again, this like, verification that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing today. Okay. And on a few occasions in my life, I've had that kind of sense and have learned to pay attention to it. So that night about 7:30, the phone rings, and I knew when the phone rang, I knew right away. And of course, it was the doctor, and she passed away. We deal with all the requirements of that, and I have this record I'm going to make. And I just had this sense, like, just go on and do it. So, the record came out, it was easier than I ever expected. The songs for me are beautiful and expressive and evocative, and I'm going to play you the first one and stop talking. So, here's the first song on the record.
Thank you.